An interesting thing that came from our book club chat today when we talked about Kamala Harris's book, 107 Days, was the conversation about when are we as a people going to do something about what we know, sense, feel is the wrong outcome. And one of the things that came up about that is that we're not going to do anything about it until we are willing to sacrifice our livelihood. Because to be honest, I am shitting myself from the thought of possibly being in a war, being in such a way that we have to have our papers and escape over borders or find ways in the clandestine moonlight of getting on boats and getting somewhere else to get off of this shit show of a country, out of it, and it terrifies me to think of this country being devolved in such a way that that is what we're facing. Because we actively have people across the water and in this country who are trying to evoke a world war. I mean, like, I literally just heard about the vodka country putting drones over Denmark, of all places. So they're trying to entice NATO into some type of hit me first action so that there could be a retaliation and probably sanctioned by these idiots in chief in our country. So if we have that going on, and then we have these KKK red hats who are walking around trying to incite a civil one here on our own land at the same time. Like, y'all really want us in some global shit while causing some national shit. Like, that's literally what's trying to happen. And so it's like really terrifying me, the thought of how do I protect my children? If it was just me, I would have been hit the deuces. I would have been on a 6-month backpack, come here and then leave again. Like, I would have been doing that every 6 months. I'm out of here. If it was just me. But it's not just me. I got older kids and I got younger kids. We got passports to get. And we have a government threatening us that we can't get it if we are against this in the office. So it really is a question of what are we willing to give up? And I'm just holding on to the thread of civility that we have left here, not wanting us to devolve all the way down. But again, if we think protests are the only way you're going to get this done, if we think marching with a sign is the only way we're going to get this done, when there is literally no one else trying to do anything else. We have a judicial system that is barely hanging on, with a government that uses the Constitution like toilet paper. I don't think we're going to have a chance of getting out of this with civil discourse or with a, you're a bad guy, get out. I don't think that's going to be enough. I don't think that's going to work at this point, because it should have happened earlier. But it couldn't happen earlier because we had the zombie apocalypse on January 6th, and we were afraid of causing that again. Legitimately afraid, right? The only good thing is they are getting less of those people on their sides now, as people are waking up like, what the hell did I fall into? I'm great And I'm glad that people are finally wiping the coal out their eye to realize you've been had. But now we're in such dire straits. Groceries cost 3 times what they used to cost. Unemployment is skyrocketing. We're going into a holiday season where some can afford it still. Yes, yes. And kudos to y'all who can. I'm glad. But the rest of us have already been in a recession. And now we are into a depression every sense of the word. Financially and mentally and spiritually and emotionally and physically for some. So it really is like we are trying to just stay here. It's like, if you just let it be just this bad, we'll be okay. We'll make it through. I don't agree with that, by the way, in case we don't know this. But I think a lot of us are like, if it doesn't get any worse than this, we can be okay. But let me tell you something. It is going to get worse than this. They are literally destroying the government on purpose. On purpose. They said if we do not resist, it will be bloodless. If we don't resist, if the left is everyone, not MAGA. Y'all do realize that, right? It's everyone, not MAGA. It's like literally, if the left is on if MAGA is 0 to 6 degrees on a line, then the other 7 to 180 degrees is considered left. If MAGA is just 0 to 6 degrees, because it really is a very teeny weeny group, if they're 0 to 6 degrees, then the left, everyone against them, would be 7 to 180 degrees. Y'all do realize that, right? Everybody who is against them is considered the left. So people are like, when will this end? It will end when we are done with our comfort. And I don't know if I'm done with my comfort because I'm terrified. Truth. Are you ready to give up something? Are you ready to sacrifice? That's what it's going to take. We're going to have to stop being comfortable. Not this discomfort, not this inconvenience, but like really, really, really stop knowing what tomorrow brings. Stop worrying about 5-year plans. How about that? And start worrying about what we're going to do today. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm crying because this is scary. It's scary. And the fact that many of us are stuck here. We're stuck. And they're counting on that because they have kept us broke and hustling and on this rat race and this hamster wheel for so long that we're broken and sick, and we have to get the strength to fight and to give up our comfort. Who's ready for that? Because that's when this will end. Nobody's coming to save us, obviously. The government has completely folded. The military is not trying to protect us. As I said, the judicial is just because the SCOTUS is. What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give it up? And when will you be willing to give it up? So, I think it's time we come to the table and we have a real discussion of what this is about to cost so we can hurry this part up. What do you think?